Hey everyone.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What's up?
Hey guys, this week's topic is LGBT and you. On the LGBT spectrum, which is like heterosexuality and homosexuality, I probably fall pretty far into the homosexual side of things.
Out of the hundreds and thousands of sexualities out there, I identify as a homosexual and a lesbian.
I personally fall right in the middle as a sapiosexual, bisexual.
I myself identify as a lesbian. I am physically and emotionally, romantically attracted to women.
I like girls and I like guys. I guess that would put me somewhere in the middle, which is bisexual.
I think the LGBT community has impacted me in the greatest way possible because it made me feel not alone, and when I was upset and I would turn inside myself, I felt I had nobody, and then when I found this community that was so accepting and loving, and yes, at times some people can be judgmental, but that's just life.
Being LGBT has impacted me quite a lot actually, but then at the same time it really hasn't. It impacted me at school. I didn't really feel like I fitted in as much as the other kids because of being gay. I was never bullied, but I never felt quite right because I knew I was different in some way compared to everyone else.
I've been put in like a lot of mature situations. Like I was made to grow up a lot faster than most kids do. I feel like it did put me through so many things. It sent me through like a lot of pain, a lot of obstacles and hardships that I had to deal with.
I've gotten bullied. I've been ridiculed and harassed and looked at differently. I don't get taken seriously as a feminine lesbian. I don't get taken seriously as being gay, and that sucks.
Ever since I came out to everyone, I get a lot more comments now. How I dress. Oh, you're so gay. And I'm like, I've always been like this. A lot more people say things to me now. I feel like since it was so late in my high school career, it never really, like, everyone liked me already, so it never fazed anyone in the wrong way. Everybody was okay with it.
Being LGBT, we make so many more connections, and our friendships are just, my friendships with other LGBT people they're just so much different than they are with my heterosexual friends, and I don't know if it's a bad thing.
I became a lot less judgmental, more open-minded, compassionate, because you are put into so many hard situations that you as well, you're able to put yourself into other people's shoes and say, you know, how are they feeling about this and this and this, and why are they acting out like that? So I feel like it helped a lot.
And it's also affected me at home. I'm not as close to my parents, I think, because I'm not out to them, and I kind of hide a lot of stuff from them, and it is actually really sad because I know if I were straight it could be completely different. It's impacted me on thinking about the future and always been wary if my sexuality is going to affect a situation. If I was just straight, everything would be so much easier.
All of us on the LGBT, we have to explain ourselves so much more than an average heterosexual person.
My parents don't know, my sister doesn't know. It's hard because you want to tell them, but at the same time, you're like, what if they hate me? What if it's awkward? What if they don't like me anymore?
My biggest obstacle when finding out that I was actually lesbian was confusing sexuality and gender. I wasn't really aware of the whole idea of being a lesbian. I always thought it was gay, so it was just men. But I didn't realise women could be like that as well. It can be confusing finding out who you are and where you belong, but once you do feel so relieved. And even if you don't, it's not a big deal.
I live in a very, very heterosexual community, so I am obviously the minority. Homosexuality is looked down upon, and I have had my very, very painful share of bullying because of it.
The biggest obstacle for me was probably figuring out what to label myself as, and when you're first questioning, or when I was first questioning, I focused on the labels and which one I fit under, and it was really confusing at times because I didn't feel gay enough and I didn't feel straight enough. So I was really confused, and I just felt like I was going to be confused forever. Everyone always tells you not to focus on labels, and that's such a big thing, but when you're trying to create yourself and you're trying to come out, I think that labels helped me try to figure out who I was, because I was left confused until I found the label bisexual, and I wasn't confused anymore.
Advice for those who are trying to figure themselves out and trying to understand this world that we live in: hang in there. I wish when I was 8 or 4 or 12 or whenever, I wish someone told me that it was gonna be okay. Because no one did. Honestly, I was so alone.
Just be yourself and go with your gut and do what you feel is right, because trying to live to impress others isn't doing anything for you. Just like everyone else, everyone has something about them that is different. Yours just happens to be your sexuality. Yeah, you are different, but you're different in a way that is fine.
To be yourself, and I know that sounds so cliche, but to be yourself and to find someone that has similar interests in the things that you do and that are also LGBT.
I'm gonna tell you now, it might feel like the end of the world and you're not gonna figure out whatever you have to figure out, but you will.
I think that you should find a solid support system, whether that be in person with your friends or your family, or that be online. I think Tumblr is a great outlet for people to find support in all places of the world, so it does suck to have long distance friendships made, but it's a really great thing to have that support, knowing that you're not alone and that everything's going to be okay and people have gone through your situation before.
There's so many labels and different stereotypes and things that you want to put yourself to identify with. Just don't rush into that, you know, just be happy with liking who you like and feeling how you feel. And the gay world can be scary, and you know, I felt a bit scared being in it when I realised that I was gay, but it's not that bad and it is actually very welcoming.
Start coming out of your comfort zone, because then you will learn so much more about yourself, so much more about the world, and it's totally gonna be okay, and we are here with you 100%.
I think going online and being on Tumblr, or even other websites, I'm not sure, but Tumblr for me definitely is a really great outlet to find support. I also think that YouTube is a great space to go for advice. There are tons of people who make videos nowadays, including this channel, and that's what we are hoping to create, is a form of support for everyone around the world. My life is a lot better knowing that I have the LGBT community behind my back.
All you need is love, and love is love. That's the end of the story. Peace.
I'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
Bye.